Happy Wednesday. What's up, everybody? I am CG, Craig Green. This is Falcons Daily, and it is July 2nd, 2025. Thanks again for tuning in and hitting that subscribe button if you've already done it. If you haven't, please hit it. Appreciate you doing that. Looking around, y'all, didn't see a whole lot of news around the NFL, but there were some things that kind of caught my attention, and I was thinking about the state of the team. We're always looking to improve the roster, and with our minds, of course, all of us are armchair GMs, armchair coaches, and quarterbacks, and whatever. But I was looking at the team, and I'm wondering, when you want to improve the team, when you want to add pieces to the Falcons or to any NFL team, what's some of the things you're going to look for? One of the things, the biggest thing I look for today, when I was looking at the free agent tracker, was who plays a lot of snaps and who is, and how old are you? That's another thing I paid attention to. So today I was thinking of players that would give the Falcons some value or positions of need, really. And when you think of positions of need for the Falcons, I still believe we need help at center, tight end, and also at linebacker. That's and especially inside linebacker. That's where I feel like we could actually use a little bit more depth. So parameters I was looking for today were players who were right around 30 or under, and also players who played a decent amount of snaps. So who are the best available free agents right now who are right around age 30 and under that the Falcons could probably take a stab at if they really wanted to, kick the tires on some of these guys. So I was looking around, and the number one player, first player I thought of, and it's a name that's not really a household name, but he is a Georgia-born player. His name is Rayquan McMillan. He just played for two teams last year. He played for the Patriots. The Patriots traded him, or the Patriots let him walk to the Tennessee Titans. So he played for the Titans and the Patriots last year. 11 games, started for them. Rayquan McMillan is from Midway, Georgia. Went to Liberty County High School and played at The Ohio State. So why did I think of Rayquan McMillan? The reason why is because again, he is right around age 30. He is right there at the at age 30. He did not play a ton of snaps for either team last year. Also, another factor that I liked about Rayquan McMillan, he didn't make a lot of money. So that's another factor that you could throw in there for McMillan, is that, it wouldn't cost the Falcons a ton of bread to bring him in if they decided they wanted to take a look at him. Again, Rayquan McMillan played right around close to 25% of the snaps for the Tennessee Titans. His average salary is right around $1.1 million, and the Falcons have just south of $5 million in salary cap space. So I think, Rayquan McMillan could be a player you could take a stab at for some depth, maybe get him in there as a special teamer or something like that. Now, he does have an injury history, too. McMillan did miss 2021 and 2023 with a torn ACL and a torn Achilles, respectively. Those were his issues. Now, he's not a sack artist, so if you bring him in, don't expect him to get a ton of sacks. His best season in the league was his rookie season. He had 100 tackles that year and 5 tackles for loss. He matched those 5 tackles for loss in 2022 with the Patriots. But again, he's had some injuries, and he's been playing more in a reserve role, trying to come back. So, would you kick the tires on a guy like Rayquan McMillan? I would. Why not? He's inexpensive, and, he'd be inexpensive. And if it doesn't work out, hey, you can say you tried. Looking at the tight end position, though, I feel like there's not much going on there. You've got Mercedes Lewis, 41 years old. Do you really want to? I doubt it. Michael Pruitt, 33 years old. veteran player, did some alright things for the Falcons, a red zone target. Jordan Akins, also 33 years old. So again, really nobody out there who's going to save you and give you that depth. I mean, another player you could think about, maybe C.J. Uzoma, who last suited up for the Philadelphia Eagles, still listed as a free agent here on Over the Cap. But again, he's north of 30, so I didn't want to really look at guys that age. But there's no one really in the tight end room that's going to help you out. Rayquan McMillan, I think, is one of the better players right there, 30 or under, who you could give maybe give a look-see at here in training camp and see if he could carve out a role, maybe earn himself a contract with the Falcons. But that's in terms of more in the center position in a little while, but I don't think there's anybody coming out of the tight end room that's coming to help you. And in terms of value at linebacker, I think Rayquan McMillan could provide some of that if you decide to give him kick the tires on him and give him a look. One thing that did come out over the last couple days here was the NFL Top 100. Don't know how many of you are watching that, but part of the Top 100 was our guy Drake London, who came in at number 97. He made his debut in the NFL Top 100, and what I want to know is what other Falcons, or what we're going to talk about here is what other Falcons should be in that NFL Top 100 from, and a lot of it is based on what they project you to do coming up this year, not so much what you did last year. It's kind of hard to not have that revisionist history when the players are grading each other. But that's typically what they're going for. The goal is to kind of think about what you're going to do in 2025. So NFL Top 100, Drake belongs in there. I would also, Jesse Bates unequivocally should be on that list, and he most likely should be. And if he's not on that list, then there's a major problem. Bijan Robinson should be on that list. How about Chris Lindstrom? Chris Lindstrom probably could be the best right guard in the league, if not, definitely one of the best offensive linemen in football. That goes without saying. But how about Chris Lindstrom? He could find himself there as well. And really, in terms of top 100 players, I think that sounds about right for Atlanta. We should have, I'd say 4 max, but we don't get a lot of national love a lot of times unless we're blowing the Super Bowl or somebody's going to jail for something, or just something really stupid and embarrassing happens. Seems like we don't get the love we deserve. But this year, a little different. We got some primetime games. So, we'll see. They did set us up, against some really tough opponents. And more like they're trying to set us up to make us look good on national television. That's why we're going against the Bills, the 49ers, the other, can't remember the other primetime games off the top of my head, but again, we weren't. The Rams is another one. We weren't set up really to look good in these games. But anyway, national love for the Falcons right now. Drake London got some. I was surprised to see him in the top 100. I'm glad he's there. He belongs there. But let's see if the peers of Drake London and Jesse Bates and Chris Lindstrom and Bijan decide to give them the honor of being in that exclusive list. Do we need a backup center for Ryan Nuzul? The answer is yes. I think we do. We could use another body in the room with him. And looking around at there's unrestricted free agents who play center. So when we look at those guys here, there's a couple of them still out there. Nick Harris, I'm sorry, I almost said Riley Patterson. He's a kicker. Jake Hansen from the Jets. Again, Nick Harris only played 7% of the snaps for the Browns last year, 27 years old. Also, again, Jake Hansen, New York Jets, is still out there currently. But we could use some help. Another guy who I really had my eye on, or one team really I had my eye on, who has a bunch of centers on their roster right now, the Los Angeles Rams. And actually, this conversation is something that I heard in the car listening to SiriusXM radio. A Falcon fan called in from Alabama and wanted to talk about the team. And they were talking about the offensive line and how well we, our continuity up front, bringing Ryan Nuzul in to replace Drew Dalman, who went to Chicago. And I heard Jim Miller say that he thinks we need to at another center. I kind of agree with Jim on that. And I also, he said the Rams have 4 centers, take one of them. So you know what I did? I went and looked at the Rams roster. And sure enough, they've got 4 centers. Their starting center is slated to be Coleman Shelton out of, he's a LA native. So they're looking at him right now. He played college for the University of Washington. But the other guy who I was looking at, one who caught my eye, was a player by the name of Dylan McMahon. He was an exclusive right. He'll be an exclusive rights free agent in 2026. 6'4", 305, played for NC State. The Rams drafted him in the 6th round of 2024's, or actually no, the Eagles drafted him in the 6th round of the 2024 draft, but he is now a member of the Los Angeles Rams. You know what? Why not kick the tires on this guy and put him behind Ryan Newsel? Because right now, if you look at our roster, we don't have an actual other center back there. I mean, Javon Gwynn has taken some snaps at center, but we don't have a solid guy right there behind him either. Michael Gonzalez is someone who's going to cross train over, and he's going to play. He's going to go from guard and center as well. So. He's a versatile player, but I think we need a little bit more punch up there up front. And again, because if something were to happen, unfortunately, to Ryan Newsel, then again, we're having to put a player out of position in that position. So let's, hey, Dylan McMahon, come on down. Or, I can talk about it. I don't work for the Falcons, so no tampering on my end, all out of the Kirk Cousins stuff. Everybody continue please to rise up in the comments, and let's chop it up here and talk some Falcons football all summer long. We are still about 3 weeks away from training camp, so there's going to be plenty of things to let our minds, salivate and marinate over. And I just want to see as much engagement from y'all as possible. This is y'all's show. So, please chime in, rise up in the comments, and tell me what's on your mind. What's on my mind is to make sure y'all know to hit subscribe and to make sure notifications are on. So whenever we have a new episode, you guys are the first to know about it. Please give me a follow at social media at Craig G Sports, CRAIG, the letter G and the word sports. Then you've also got FanArch Co. in the top left corner, FANARCHCO. Please give them a follow as well. They have a whole lot of different shows and avenues for you to check out as well. So let's have a great Wednesday. Yes, it is hump day. Get your camel emojis out there, and y'all enjoy this beautiful Wednesday. I will see y'all on Thursday. Sayonara and buenos noches.